Hello, Mary. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? As you're popping on, say hello. See who's here. Barbara, hello. Uh-oh. Don't pay attention to that heart with the red cross in it. That was an accident. Hey, Kathy. Hello. How is everybody on this very nice and sunny Tuesday afternoon in October? Lois, hello. Yes, it is the first Tuesday of October. And today we are going to talk about some Catherine Pooler inks that we just recently started carrying in the store. So I wanted to talk about those for a moment, or a couple of moments. Yes, Mary, the weather was beautiful today. It was really, really nice. I actually have my front door open. Hello, Marilyn. We'll wait a couple of minutes, see who else pops on. What's everybody working on now? Now that World Card Making Day is behind us. Are we still working on cards? Halloween cards, Christmas cards? What's everybody working on? I need to get cracking on my Christmas cards. Yes. I have to work on a mushroom scene also. You can't see the rest of my table. You can only see this corner. I've got two other projects sitting out there that need to be worked on also. So, we just recently, let's see, was it in September maybe? Started carrying Catherine Pooler products. We have the inks, and we are carrying the inks right now in the mini sets. So this is what the mini size looks like. These are the full size inks that I had from a class that we did in one of our vendor education classes. And the way that Catherine Pooler designs her inks, she does them to coordinate with her paper collections. And what I'll show you is, you can see this is a Christmas one, Better Not Pout, but you can see down here, it tells you what inks it coordinates with. So Pink Champagne Rouge, which we have here, Peppermint Scrub Lemongrass, which we have here, Green Tea Wintergreen Sea Glass, which we have here, Bay Breeze, and Blackjack, which is, I'm guessing, the regular black ink. And I was watching some of her videos and found some really great techniques that she does with her inks, the way that they coordinate with the papers. So I wanted to share them with you. It's really quick and easy. So her pattern paper doesn't typically have a solid in it, but with any of these inks that coordinate with the paper line, you can make your own solid. Now, this is with the Sea Glass, which is one of the inks that this line coordinates, and I did this with the ink. Looks like a piece of colored cardstock, doesn't it? So this coordinates perfectly with this piece of paper that is in this collection. And I'm going to show you something else with the piece that I cut this hole out of. But let me show you how quick and easy it is to create this. So Catherine Pooler inks are very, they're juicy. And she talks about, you know, how juicy they are, and her sponges that she uses are really soft. And what that does is makes it easier for a lot of the techniques that she does. It makes it a little bit easier to get a good image when you're stamping. but it really makes it easy to do this technique that she shows, where you can make a white piece of cardstock into a coordinating piece of paper. So this is the lemongrass, and I'm going to show it with this plaid because this has all the colors in it. But it's so simple. All you do is just take your ink pad and swipe it on the paper, and you'll go, well, look, that's darker there. Yeah, it is right now, but when it dries, you won't even know. It is that easy to just swipe the ink on to coat your paper. This is a piece of, I think it's Nana. I think this is Nana 80 pound that I had here. And you can see as it's drying, it just turns into a piece of solid colored cardstock. I'm gonna wipe off this yellow here on my mat before I stick my arm in it. All right, so look at how fun that is. You know what, Mary? She doesn't say that she stores her inks upside down. So when I was watching the videos, she did not mention that. So I don't think it's necessary. One of the other things is that on this one, I took one of the stamp sets that came out for Christmas this year. It is called, what is it called? I have it in the wrong package. Okay, hold on a second. All right, it's called Merriest Sentiments. And this is what it looks like. So it's a bunch of sentiments for the holidays. I took this Oh What Fun, and I just put my piece of cardstock over it and stamped right in the middle of this cutout in embossing ink in our favorite, excuse my arm, in our favorite Wow embossing ink, and I used white embossing powder and embossed it. So I did that already, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this background with a resist for the stamped image, but I'm going to make it in the rouge, which coordinates with this, so that, like I said, you can take your white cardstock and use turn it into any color that's going to coordinate with. Oh, see, you can see how this, look at how they're perfectly the right color to go with the plaid. Okay, here's the rouge. So this is the rouge that also coordinates. And these are dye ink ink pads. This collection with these colors is the Spa collection. Like I said, we've got the minis. We do have the Spa collection in the store, but I am going to I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm going to do what would just be showing through that circle. I'm just going to swipe the rouge across. Oh, one swipe will do it. And then I am going to just take my little towel here. I actually might use a wipe and see if I can get, let's see, get that white. All right, so you've got your sentiment right there with your coordinating color that goes with your paper perfectly. And then you can zhuzh it up with some the rind. So this is the Nashville Sequin Mix, and it's one of my favorites because not only does it coordinate with this paper line and several of her paper lines, it coordinates with all of our Michigan papers. So it's got a teal, a red, a green, and a kind of a beige color, and it matches perfectly with our Michigan paper lines as well. So you could easily just take some sequins, pop that around. You can do some fussy cutting with the stamp set. This is another one of the stamp sets that we have in the store. It's got all kinds of trees. You can cut out some trees and decorate, but I think that just putting a few sequins around on the, on the different areas and gluing them down is going to just be perfect. So that is really the technique that I wanted to show you, how you can use the Catherine Pooler inks and create your own colored cardstock to coordinate. Now Mary was asking what happens if you dab instead of swipe. I don't know. Let's try it. I just think swiping gives you even coverage, but you can dab if you want. There's dabbing. And then when it dries, I'm sure that it will dry evenly. We'll see what happens in a second when that dries. That is the dabbing that Mary was asking about, so we'll see how that works. This 6x6 has some really great, I'm going to show you while we're waiting for that to dry, that plaid, which I love, but aren't these colors great? Look at that stripe. Oh, and those little snowflakes. Now this has these little sparkles in the stamp set that coordinates with this paper as well. And then the plaid, and then a dot. And then some branches. Isn't it cute? And look at those reindeer. Oh, they're so cute. All right, let's see. I'm gonna use my heat gun for a second and see if that makes a difference, Mary, so we can answer your question about dabbing. Not the dance, right? Oops. So that's the swipe. And that's the dab, but I don't think this is dry all the way, so we'll see. Anybody have any questions? This is a quick one, but this technique is fun and opens up so many different design opportunities, in my opinion. I think that when this dries all the way, it will look just the same. So you could probably dab or swipe. All right. Anybody have any other questions I can answer? You're awfully quiet tonight, ladies. What's going on? All right, well, if there are no questions, that's all I've got for you for this quick one. Oops. Some nice, quick, and easy ways to make some cards with pattern paper and stamps. Yes, Mary, we have the minis that are sold as a set. So she's got like color families. There's Celebrate, there's the Spa collection, and there's a bunch of different ones that she bunches colors that all coordinate together really nicely so that you don't necessarily have to worry about what matches. So in the minis, yes, they are sold in sets, and there are the large ones. We can get those. We haven't brought them into the store yet, so we are trying them in the minis first. All right, any other questions? Anything else I can show you? This circle was also cut out with one of the Catherine Pooler products. She calls these dies, the writing is so tiny, double duty circle dies. So this is the one I've been using the most. It's kind of like an inside out. So you get the stitching on the inside of the circle and on the outside of the circle. So this is what came out of here. So you got the stitching on the inside and the outside. All right. Yeah, I like that. It swipes so easily, Barbara, and blends so nicely and gives you a really great coordinating color for your background without having to cut up a whole piece of cardstock if you just wanted to do something little like a tag or something. I can see endless possibilities, ladies, endless possibilities with this technique. All right. If that is it, I am going to say good night and try to enjoy a little bit of the nice weather for a few more minutes before it gets dark out. So I hope everybody has a great Tuesday. Don't forget, we will be live this Saturday at 9:30. Yes, we did have that die in the stamp. I'm not positive that we still have it in stock. We did have it though. Yes, we did. Okay, so I was saying live on Saturday at 9:30. And then the next class we have is the Echo Park Gnome for Christmas Accordion Folio, which is on the 11th, and that is a Tuesday from 5 to 6:30. So if you're interested in that, check it out on the website. If not, we'll be talking to you again on Saturday at 9:30, showing you all of the new things that we've got on the shelves. A new Michigan inspiration project. Always have lots of things to show you and lots of fun to be had. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining.